Hey YouTube, how you doing? It's Miss Peaches. I'm back to do another video. And remember, all donations could be sent spiritually. Just be like, yo, I watched Peaches video. Make sure that girl get blessed. Shout outs for it. Alright? But at the same time, I'm coming up here, I'm going to break down a pick of Uranus reading. Alright? It is so busy right now, and I'm trying to find a positive outlet to really be in at this present time because it's really busy in my life and busy in the world. And I'm learning how to feel about it. That's the way I'm really in. The reason I picked it is because I'm on the East Coast. So on the East Coast, at this current time, Uranus appears to be in the 5th house. So take for granted the planetary rotation and the wheel rotation is ever changing. Okay, so these messages are a moment in time, and I used to always say readings as a moment in time too. So this is what this is going to be, my series of a moment in time with Uranus. So I went out there because Uranus is in the 5th house, which is the creative house. And like I said, the energy is up there. So I said this might be, Uranus came to my mind when I was meditating. So I figured this might be a great thing. So I went in and saw what was going on with Uranus. So like I said, Uranus is in the 5th house at 25 degrees. Uranus have a sextile with Neptune at 1 degree, and it has a trine with Pluto at 3 degrees. So when I noticed that, I said, oh, these readings is going to be very, very interesting. You know what I'm saying? And then I saw the moon have an opposition with Uranus, and Mercury has an opposition with Uranus. I said, oh, this is really going to be very intriguing. So the moon is in the 12th house, Sag. Now, the zodiac energy, the alchemy right there is Sag and Pisces, right, in the 12th house, hidden realm. And the 12th house, yeah, it's the house of the hidden realm. Mercury is in the 11th house with Sag and got a little bit of Aquarius. So I figured this will work real great with Uranus right now. Even though it has a opposition with it, it will work real good for timing, especially with Saturn energy, which I didn't pay attention to, but Saturn could really play a role in here, especially if I have any connection with the moon or Mercury anytime soon, right? So then Neptune is in the 3rd house, so this is our environment. I said, okay, so I know for me, my sensitivity, now that it has a sextile and Neptune is in the 3rd house with this shit. So now we got a creative environment. So, okay, there goes sensitivity. And then Pluto is in the 2nd house, which is the house of resources. And then Uranus, what? Got a trine with Pluto and is in the house of creativity. Oh, so this is mastermind. And to think about how we are moving into the age of technology, the digital age. That means the high magic, the technicality in magic is going to be blended in within social media and everything in the digital platform. It always been there a little bit in the psychological debate, how the TV work and all those kind of things. So we escalating it, right? And I figured, what is more than a better idea than to sit here and do some style readings. So while you're watching this intro video, and it's going to be for all 3 of them, so if you want to bypass it, like I'm late in the game with it, right? You're already here now. But if you go to any other ones and you want to watch, you know, you can go ahead and bypass it. So this will be a heads up, okay? So, one reading is going to be about the divine circus, right? I feel like With its Pluto in the second house and Neptune in the third house, and we're talking about a combination of Pisces, Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus energy all going together at one time with the sextile and the trine. I figure the universe will have very much tricksters and jokes, right? For us ordinary people, or us trying to search in how to obtain more of our spirituality, right? So I got this oracle is going to be the guide of those messages. I selected the tarot card for this one. I'm going to use the tarot deck with that one, right? Now the other two I haven't selected the tarot deck, but I have selected the theme. So the Lateran oracle is more for people right here, the Lateran oracle. The Lateran oracle is for more other people who have their own belief system. You know, they're just very spiritual, right? And they have some things that's going on in their life. And this could lead to relationship or whatever. I don't know what the message is going to come out to be. But this is going to be the primary storyline in the connection with Uranus positions, okay? And then the next one is for a lot of people in nature who really connects with the animal side of nature, and how nature is going to, how Uranus will manipulate nature in the guidance with it, with Uranus planetary alignment also at this time in the 5th house, you know. So I'm giving you the situation of where my energy is coming from, where my messages will be drawn to, and how fluent and whether they would even resonate with you. Okay? So let's begin into the first one. Let's see how the universe is going to fuck with us. Alright, I'm here for the last one to pick through. This is the one coming with this spirit animal. I'm going to use this tarot deck here. And don't forget, for this Uranus reading here. So, oh shit. You know, I know this. I got to say this before I get this reading. I was sitting here like, when I be up in the trance, I really be nervous. Like, I really do be smoking. I think that's a little bit why I take my time with doing videos, because my smoking habit changes when I be doing this. I really didn't notice that. And you know the crazy part, when you're talking about connecting with spirit animals in nature on this reading, everything comes from nature. The cotton, the tobacco, all of it. So, let's go ahead and let's get an oracle card. So this is all about Uranus, like I said, the third one in this 5th house creative energy. So, alright. Spirit of the animals. This is for YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, for all 3 of the videos. Appreciate you. I don't know if I want to put in the intro. I just say, if you want to keep up with the planet and the little speech, I'm going to put it with the first one. I'm not going to do it with the rest of them, because I don't want the videos to be too long. Just because of that intro, I don't get enough views. So, I'm going to put the intro with the first one. If you want to go back and listen to me talk about a little bit of the astrology part of it, if you feel lost while I'm talking about the astrology now, that'll be the best video, and it's the first 10 minutes of it. Unless I did decide to do it, and do it here, because I was wrong on the time. Oh well. I'm wish-washy. I can't wait to see what the spirit of the animal gonna be. I'm wish-washy as shit now. Alright, may I have one oracle card here for this message? One oracle card here for this message. Sea otter, happiness. Be the master of playful living. Release expectation and joy every day. Let worry go instead of choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. Oh, sea otter. Oh, well, sea otter can't fit up in here. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. I'm gonna put you right there then. Yeah, sea otter don't fit in my little card holder. You know what I want to say? I want to see sea otter as an animal spirit. In many Native American tribes, the sea otter is a spirit animal and totem that might represent qualities such as resilience, community, and playfulness. It also symbolizes friendship, peace, and kindness, grace, empathy, and happiness, the inner child, and personal freedom. That's interesting, right? You know, depending on which way it's going to come. Meaning, maybe you might go somewhere and see a sea otter as a totem. And what about if you in a relationship? Could it be a sign that this relationship is better off as a friendship if you questioning where the relationship is going? Is that an answer that you really prepared for? Are you really prepared for if you are on this date and you might be seen here going through some karmatic energy? Maybe falling in love with this person will clean up the debt of somebody that fell in love with you and maybe had committed suicide. You never know what. I don't believe I could ever say of the amount of little petty things we get judged for, and every day we're going to do them. No matter what. And I'm just saying that because I'm coming from the 12th house, the moon in opposition. So with this opposition energy here that the moon have with Uranus, and it's in Sagittarius, right? Also, Sagittarius part of the 12th house, Sagittarius and Pisces. So Neptune could be like giving me, helping this creative space right here. You know, look at this design. The laugh. What makes you laugh makes you cry. Creativity. So you're going through, you see this little sea otter totem. It could be a sign to prepare you for a heartbreak. And maybe you have a love Your tenacity area is all about communication, or treat people the way you want to be treated. You know, the vibration of this world of respect and how people should act and how people should talk is so high. And what I mean by it being high is more said than it is really interpreted. It is so much, well, that's the way to say it. It is so much perceived than it is interpreted. And with Neptune being here, and if I see the environment like this, and what Neptune programming me from, do you or can you see the environment of how it's so perceived more than it's interpreted? Even include yourself. I'm not saying people don't like me. I'm saying because I noticed and I act a certain way. Like some people say, you just one of the few people that still got integrity. Then that's crazy. When the younger generation is saying you one of the few people that still got integrity. Not somebody younger than me. That make me questioning people in my age group. If the younger people got to say that. I can understand a younger person relating it to his age group, but they know I'm not young as they are. They have family and everything. So let's get some cards and see where this is going to. Alright, where we going to start this off at? How many cards are you going to give me? Let's do 4. Okay, we're starting off with the 5 of Wands. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the 9 of Wands. And we have the 6 of Swords. I feel like I want one more though. Okay. We have the Lovers. The shadow card here is the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is not about interpretation. I don't know what to say about it. Like, we have the 5 of Wands and the 7 of Cups, right? This is so pretty. So, with it a 5 of Wands, right? Like I said, the environment is so much like that. It's all about more perception than it is about interpretation. I mean, a lot of that is going with our sensory perception. Our sensory perception is lining up with everything, even the animals. So totems and spirituality is very high. So different people go to Taurus lands. It could be it's different people. I know I follow a couple of people in animal categories and talk about different things about the animals and how they live and all of that. So it's any way that you can come across it. But say that you came across it on a social media platform, right? It was a quick video about an otter. You might have watched my video. We're going to throw that up in there in this imagination. And you came across a short with an otter. What's the first thing you're going to think of my video? But why should that be necessarily the first thing? Why shouldn't it be like, are you the nosy type of person that if you're in a relationship, you got to go through your significant other shit? So there's one time with Uranus being here in the hit house of the 12th realm. Maybe you already got insecurities. Or maybe you just one of those people that just like to fucking complain because you can fucking complain. Right? You go into this person's shit and you see some weird shit. It could be the universe just setting you up. Right? When they say be the master of playful living. Don't forget the words here. I want y'all to stay with me now. See that? Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy it every day. You can't enjoy it every day because your perception of the way people behave is part of your everyday. It makes a difference on what you do and how you do it. So, when your significant other, you're going to be fucking nosy. So you see something you don't quite understand and you go to fuck off. And maybe right now, that shit get brushed over. But what about when this 9 of Wands kick in and this 6 of Swords, right? So, a year done passed by. Y'all still together. And they decided to cheat on you for real, for real. Because within this year of time, you develop an issue with insecurity and you was always nagging and plucking in fucking nerves. So the motherfucker said, fuck it, I'm going to do this shit. Let word go. Instead, choose love. But you could let word go. Or at least you thought you let word go because they were still in your face for a whole year. And you thought you chose love. Because really, you probably was choosing what you did love. You probably wanted to survive, depending on what it was. Whatever part of your characteristic that wanted you to still stay in that relationship. That you believe let you stay. But the universe let you stay up in there to teach you a lesson. And that's where the Lover's card come out at. It taught you, it want to just teach you a lesson about your good love. You see that? Your good destiny of love is sure. So, somewhere in the love realm, you need a lesson learned. So it taught you one. How would you feel if that person cheated? Do you really know? You sure that this person don't fit the typical category of what a mate should do? You sure that's not the boundary that's getting tested? What a mate should do? What my mate will do? What I won't tolerate from my mate? Just think about all of those aggressive demands. Because within this energy we have friendship. So a lot of times we don't consider the planetary movement as a friendship. We don't perceive that into our interpretation when it also comes when we're looking at the 7 of Cups before us. Especially if it's a situation where we was being nosy, we really just focus on the scene. We're not really focused on our friendship with the universe, and being that Neptune is in that house. No, excuse me. Being that Mercury is in the 11th house of friendship. And in Sagittarius, it says, I see. So it's easy to plan things to come to teach many of us any small lessons. The friendship or the bond with the universe is important to each and every one of us, all the way down to an atheist. An atheist is just more indirect with it than the ones who's direct and proud to admit it. But beginning of time always keep us connected there. And within that connection, when this lovers is always talking about, right? That's the infinite connection that we have. We don't realize where destiny, where it say your good destiny, where destiny really plays a role at. We is very comfortable in, I made this idea, just like I could come out and say I came up with the idea and did this spread. It's just that simple. And in that simple phrase, I could lack that I can be engaged in the Mercury 11th house opposition with Uranus in the 5th house. It's not the fact that I'm not creative. It's just the fact in the opposition is like, oh, I'm going to savor that moment in time right there. It's like a Kodak moment. It's just like being integrated into the digital platform. We might can delete stuff, but it's always forever on the internet because the internet is the internet. That's all to it. It's the internet. Things work, things fit.com, it worked. It ended up being a major root to a tree, and it works for all programs, so it works. Just like pine trees work. They work great for Christmas time, right? Everybody collect pine cones, do things just work. So if you trying to see where the sea otter resilience lies at, it's the resilience of love. Love is the primary frequency for us. No matter whether we agree how somebody loves something or what they choose to love, is all perceptional of the interpretation, where the King of Swords become a master at. Is very much a master. So, to make it kind of spicy, get a clarification card real quick for the Seven of Cups. May I have one card clarification here for the Seven of Cups? There we go. The Page of Swords. So like I said, with this Mercury opposition that's here, which is great for a Page of Swords, you know, it's not the fact that something ain't going to begin, and it ain't the fact that Mercury going to stay in opposition forever with Uranus, right? It's a great settled energy to create any kind of love dynamic, love spell. Just like what I'm going through with one soul contract trying to end a contract where another, they using that energy to end another contract. So, where's the sea otter? And what is the sea otter representing for you when you connect with nature? Maybe it's another animal that you might connect with that resonates with resilience and friendship and empathy and so much more. Don't just leave it because I pulled an oracle card that says sea otter. This is all about your connection with the spirit animals. I think all animals have some form of resilience. Which animal is coming around you is what you need to consider. What is this main focus of your love, desire? And if you even strong enough to say, I don't know what my love desire is, or I have a love desire of many. Where do I begin? Where do I want to begin in my many? As long as I know I have many, then I know I got many stories. It might put itself together to one lifeline. Imagine all the things you've done in this lifetime, all the experience you done had in this lifetime. Why couldn't you have so many then too? So when you breathing and you connecting with nature, embrace what has already been before. Maybe you might be single, and maybe you ready to love, and maybe you having that open wish to love. Take advantage of it. Because those moments right there just might be healing wounds that's going off. Because the moon is still in the 12th house, the hidden realm. So don't think it's not a package of something good. Just look at it as both maybe both of y'all might not be getting prepared at the same way. Maybe you might have to be that stronger vessel just for a little while. And maybe that person gonna pick up and be like, look, we about to work 100. I got it right now. All you're gonna do is feel what I felt when I had to trust you. And when I was trusting you, I realized it was what's making me fall more and more in love with you. Now it's your turn to realize whether those trust issues gonna help you remain in love with me, because you said you was already in love with me. Just because y'all about to match up, don't get afraid. Understand what your situation is that is going on in the relationship dynamic. It's okay, because it's all about the opposition. Where you weak at, they strong at. And sometimes in relationships, we can all find out our new weakness and our new strength. We also self-discover where we have healed and where we have just perceived the healing. And that's the best advice I got. So pay attention to nature. It's talking to you all about love.